The immortal John Hancock here, and thought I'd do kind of a discussion about what has taken so long for the museum and my thoughts on e-begging. And there's been some recent videos been done about it, and I thought I would do my thoughts on it. And first, let's talk about the museum. There's some people out there, a very small disgruntled group of YouTubers. You know, anybody can get behind an avatar and say stuff, and talking about John's never gonna do museum, it's just a ruse, etc., etc. You know, it's the same. It's kind of the same people just talking smack, and you know, it's just usually it doesn't get to me, but when people go after your integrity that don't know you, that just want to talk stuff or question it, it's really frustrating. And I'm just here to answer kind of why something like such as big as putting on a museum takes time. And so the short answer is I work very hard. I work 60 plus hours a week between YouTube, and I'm a second grade teacher. And so a second grade teaching position that has insurance, that is the livelihood of my family. And so that takes up a lot of my time, and I like doing it. And I've been in education a while now, and before that I was a college instructor. And so finding time to dedicate to putting on a museum, that takes a while. There's a lot of logistics. There's location in the Northwest. Any area is going to be expensive, and so finding building, location, revenue for that, all that's going to take time and logistics. And so there's a lot of moving parts with the museum on why it's taking time and why I don't have it now. And it's kind of like working on a bicycle while riding on it at the same time. And so, yes, I'd like to get more details, hopefully in this year, within a calendar year of today, of moving forward on the next steps. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing a video saying I'm working on it, and I'm not just sitting back collecting games from people and doing nothing about it. So what do you notice back here is that my main shelves of my Nintendo collection are bare. And that's right, I had a good friend come and has transported my entire Nintendo collection to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo, and my collection is going to be on public display. And I don't know of many collectors that would do that, first of all. Second of all, allowing someone to pick up all my games, including stadium events, all the games that are part of my Nintendo collection. By the way, 95% of them purchased with my own money, and on display. And yes, I've had some help with that, and I'm very grateful for that support. And those people who know me, who are very well aware of my vision, have wanted to contribute to that. And so there's other people that kind of see that. They see my collection or see what I'm doing, and they have different thoughts about it. And it's just not true. It says, everybody's gonna, at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to whether I do a museum or not. And really, the only way to silence the critics is to do one. And so that's what I got to do. And I'm aware of that, and it's something I want to do. It's just there's a lot of moving parts with doing that, and it's not as easy as people think, especially when the museum essentially would have to be my main job. And so that's kind of where I'm at, because that's when it comes down to it, it's going to take a lot of money. And so I have some options I'm going to look at before talking further about it, just because it's going to take time. It's not going to be overnight. It's not going to be today. It's not going to be tomorrow. And it's just something that takes a while to start. And so, that's really it's weighed on my mind, for people to question when I'm doing my stuff. And this is not coming from a lot of people. This is just a few haters out there. There's always, YouTube is you know, you want to go for the worst comments sometimes, you can find them on YouTube. And but on the other side, you can find some of the best comments you find on YouTube, and it's a lot of the loyal people that continue to tune into my humble channel. And so, yeah, I just had to talk about it, about you know, why is it taking so long for the museum, and e-begging, and other people. So other YouTubers that accept games, people don't realize the hard work that YouTubers do to constantly crank out videos, and fans send YouTubers games all the time. And you know, I know Open Cart Surgery, John Riggs, great guy, and he's gotten some stuff sent to him. Good for him. And that's not e-begging. And other people, Radical Reggie, the Northwest, you know, the Metal Jesus crew, we get sent stuff, and we're grateful for it. And to me, that's not e-begging. And I think it's a derogatory term, and it's something that's like, you know, we don't tell people to send stuff. People send stuff to us because they like our channel, or they like what we do with it, or talk about it. And those people appreciate that, and other outsiders look in and they get jealous, or they judge it. They want to perceive it a certain way, and it's just not true. It's just, you know, whatever. Like, it's just whatever. And you know, I don't let the naysayers rain on my parade, because you know what? I'm very clear on my direction, and I will shut you up with what I do with this collection. And you know, it's just one of those things, for people that have known me a long time, they know I'm clear on my direction. It just takes time, and timing is everything in life. And you know, right now, today, is probably not the time that a museum's going to open up. But hopefully, with some of my games at Portland Retro Gaming Expo, some of my games, entire Nintendo collection on public display, hopefully that can really kind of spark the fire, and really kind of get the ball rolling with me moving forward with it. Because I mean, I have this great vision of having, you know, I have 28 complete game collections, and been collecting a long time, way before YouTube, and way before I was doing it serious. And I just really look forward to moving forward and showcasing what I have. I do it for that purpose. And so I don't want to have 5 rooms in my house. I don't want to have the games stay here, because frankly, I think that would be a waste. I think any big mega collector at some point has to make hard decisions about, you know, is enough enough? I never went out to have the largest game collection. I don't have an ego like that. It never was my #1 goal, you know. And eventually is to share the games with everybody, and to have an educational center too, not just to showcase a bunch of games. And so that's it. I just kind of a long ramble today, but it was on my mind. A recent video came to my attention, and I'm replying to it. And so comment below. You know, thank you so much for people just continuing to tune in to my humble channel, and I'm thankful and grateful for everybody who continues to watch, and look forward to doing many more videos. This is the Immortal John Hancock. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You take care.